Hello everyone, the theme here, and I'm here to give my Night of Champions 2015 review, critique, results, spoilers, whatever. First of all, I just want to say that it was basically what we expected as far as the event and as far as it went. Most of my predictions came to light, some didn't, but that's fine. Yes, it was a couple of matches that I really didn't care about, but nevertheless, here's my thoughts on the whole pay-per-view and each match as they go along. Now, the pre-show, it had the Cosmic Wasteland against Neville and Lucha Dragons. I said that Cosmic Wasteland desperately needed that win at that pay-per-view, and they got it. So, even though it was the pre-show, nevertheless, they got a W out of it, so that's cool. And I'm going to also give my critique on the Monday Night Raw following Night of Champions 2015. Forgot to put that in. But, yeah, Lucha Dragons and Neville, yeah, they lost, but it doesn't hurt anyone. All it does is help the Cosmic Wasteland, which is a pretty cool thing, in my opinion. I just hope that they do something with them and not just tear them to bits from here on, because that means that win really didn't mean anything. And more on that later. Then you have the Intercontinental Championship match. Now, that basically opened the event. And it was just as we expected. Slow, hardly at a set pace. Kevin Owens, we all know he can go in the ring, all right? And the prize was this, and this is my favorite belt of all time. So, I went with Kevin Owens, and lo and behold, Kevin Owens steals one by raking the eyes and rolling up Ryback, and not a very, very great finish, but it's finished nevertheless. And hell, we have a new Intercontinental Champion, so that's cool. I just hope that Kevin Owens runs with this title as long as they can let him. Maybe, just maybe, he'll become the longest Intercontinental Champion of all time. I just hope that people just don't say, I'm tired of Kevin Owens, he has to lose the belt. No, he can go in the ring. And that's what's important here. He can actually freaking wrestle. Regardless of how he looks or whatever. And I think that, for the most part, he has something to prove here. He does. So, yeah. New Intercontinental Champion, and I hope that he has great matches, because that's what this title needs. It needs great matches to follow, and to actually gain back its legacy, because the Intercontinental Championship hasn't been at a great meaning for quite some time. Kevin Owens could bring that back. So I said that I was totally tired of Dolph Ziggler versus Rusev, and I actually picked Rusev, but due to Summer throwing some fucking shoes and Ziggler hit that zigzag shit, and he actually got the win. Now, I know damn well that this is going to continue on, because both of them have nowhere to go. Plus, Rusev is still on Lana. So, that feud's not going anywhere. And I'm just sick of it, because there's really no point to the feud at this point except for Rusev and Lana finding each other again. That's just the way I see it. I mean, if anybody else has an opinion, please let me know. I would like to know. But that's just my opinion. Then you have the Dudley Boys versus New Day Rocks. Now, look, I picked the New Day to win. Even though they didn't win, they still kept their titles. And I thought that they were going to keep their titles, because it didn't make any sense for them to lose at this event. Hell in a Cell is next. Maybe there'll be a tables match then. Maybe they'll cough it up to the Dudleys then. Who knows? But that match was just about everything that it was supposed to be. And of course, Xavier Woods gets put through a table after the match, after he calls the DQ, and he sold it the very next night on Raw. I'll get to that in a bit. Oh my god. I still don't see a Divas Revolution anywhere. I just don't. I'm sorry. Okay, I did pick Nikki just because I really didn't care about the match. I just didn't. I didn't care about Charlotte winning. I didn't care. I just didn't care. No, no, and no. I don't care about the divas. I'm sorry. I just don't. They're considered bathroom and concession stand breaks to me. That's just my opinion. Even though you have divas that can wrestle, but I can't, there are no real storylines to actually take them seriously. More on that later. So, okay, the Wyatt family against Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, and their secret partner. Now, their secret partner ended up being Chris Jericho, which made sense because Chris and Bray have feuded before. It made sense on that part. But at the same token, I was like, look, it had to be a big return of a big someone in order for the Wyatts to lose. And I didn't see that happening. I saw the Wyatts winning, and which they did. Yes, this feud is going to continue. Yes, this is going to keep going. This is not going to... And for people that don't like long feuds, I do. Feuds shouldn't be a week or even a month. They should last... They should last months. They should last a long freaking time. And in every feud, well, not every feud, but most feuds should have something very personal involved in order to keep the feud interesting and keep it going. That's just my opinion. Because, you know, we're living in a generation where everyone wants things 30 minutes or 30 seconds or less. And if that's just... No, we have to have feuds with meaning to a certain point. You know, this one, you know, it's personal, but at the same time, they need more to go on. They need more fighting. They need more brawling. They need something else brought in to make it really, really personal here. And that's just, you know, Wyatt's won, so yeah. and I picked them to win. So you get to, once again, the title matches that everybody was talking about, the U.S. title and the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Of course, I picked John Cena because I just didn't see Seth walking out with both titles, if he was going to walk out with any at all. Now, the match was basically, it wasn't an instant classic. They've had better encounters than Night of Champions, but it was satisfactory. It did what it was supposed to do as far as, you know, showcasing the show. It wasn't a waste of time. It wasn't like, I don't want to watch this match. People actually was into it, and, you know, we got a winner out of it, and then we got pretty crazy things to continue on to the night. John Cena won. Seth Rollins tried to leave. John Cena gives a fuck you onto the floor, throws him back in. I just don't call it the AA. No, it's the FU, all right? And then Sting comes out. Now, we all knew that Sting wasn't going to deliver an instant classic. I don't think that he's pretty capable of that anymore. And I even heard that Sting actually got injured in the match. But Seth Rollins retaining with a roll-up, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Why? Because at least he did that shit alone. After going through a match with Cena, he still survived Sting. I don't even really like Seth Rollins as champion because I don't like the way his championship reign has been booked and has been held. It's not at a high standard as it should be for a man of his talent, of his caliber. But at the end of the day, it was a pretty solid event. But the events afterwards, it's what got quite interesting. Sheamus comes out and tries to cash in. Now, I was very pumped for that. I'm like, cash it, cash it, cash it. Seth tries to stop him by hitting him with the belt. Sheamus ducks, comes off the ropes, bam, bro kick. And I'm like, ring the bell, ring the bell. Come on, please, ring the bell. Nope, didn't happen. So the cash in never happened. Flames come out and the big red machine Kane, well, I'm not sure if we can call him that anymore. He's just, they're calling him Demon Kane now, and I'm like, yeah, nah. But he comes out, you know, delivers a pair of choke slams to Seth and to Sheamus, tombstone Sheamus, and I'm like, okay, cash it in now. But that didn't happen. That just ended the show. So, as entertaining as that was, it's still not up to par with what people expect out of the WWE. But I guess that's a matter of debate because there are a lot of people out there that actually enjoyed the show. So, oh well. Then you have the following night on Raw. Now, Cosmic Wasteland loses. Okay, so that's going to keep going. Oh well. You have the Wyatt family that start off the show, and then there's a big brawl that takes place with Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns, and then Randy Orton comes out, and I don't like Randy Orton, but at least this evens up the odds because Chris Jericho wasn't around to stay. We all knew that. He just came and did his job, and then he left. All right, fine. You had that Divas bullshit that I didn't feel anything during that segment. I just didn't. I just didn't. And Paige with her pipe bomb, whatever, it didn't even feel natural. It didn't feel real. It didn't get me emotionally involved because everybody knew that some type of fucking heel turn was coming. It just was out in the air. It was like, all right, which one is going to turn on Charlotte first? Paige. That was it. So Paige ends up running her mouth, stupidly I might add, and then storms away and saying, all the bullshit and yeah, she's frustrated. I don't look. There is no Divas Revolution. I'm just gonna say it. I just don't care. There's no revolution. All that shit. Fine. The funniest part of the night was New Day and Rusev versus the Dudleys and Dolph Ziggler. Now, okay. Xavier Woods playing the trombone. The funniest part about that was when he started playing Rusev's theme music. That was comedy to me. And then Rusev entered the ring and started beating that. I was like, oh God, now that's hilarious. I hope that was funny. I give that credit. And then the heels actually won that freaking match. You had Xavier Woods interfere, but didn't touch anyone. He gets super kicked by Dolph. Rusev super kicks Dolph Ziggler, and Dolph goes down and Rusev gets the win. So yeah, that was the highlight to me. You had Ryback versus Bo Dallas, which was pretty much filler. Of course, they're going to continue the feud between Ryback and Kevin Owens. That's just logic. That's just the way it is. He's due for a rematch. Not sure if it's going to do any good because it's not going to win. Big Show versus Cesaro. It was okay. It was not really, no. And Big Show calls out Brock Lesnar because there's going to be a special event. Okay, all right, at Madison Square Garden. Who doesn't see an F5 in Big Show's future? Seriously? Who doesn't see Big Show getting thrown all over the place? Just like it happened before at MSG, before Paul Heyman interfered and so on. Look, again, I don't see that beast losing the Big Show. I just don't. No. No. Even if their knockout punch does take place, I just don't see that happening. John Cena return match versus Seth Rollins. It was what it was. Seth playing off. Yeah, he wrestled 2 times the night before and got attacked, and yeah, he wasn't necessarily fresh, but he still put on an okay show. But the funniest part of the night was Kane, Corporate Kane, and Demon Kane. Kane denying all that shit, and the mask being gone, and him being confronted by Steph and Triple Bitch. That was hilarious to me because we all know where that's going. We all know where it's heading, and so on. And him dragging Seth to hell. Yeah, they kept doing the smoke machine thing, but yeah, it was okay. It wasn't. Again, WWE, it hasn't been at a high standard for years, but at least the show was what it was. So that's pretty much my critique of the Night of Champions weekend of 2015, the event and the Raw after. You have any questions, comments, or you have opinions, please post below. But until next time, yes, drop kicks, throwing motherfuckers over the top rope, both people hitting the floor, suplexes, and good wrestling matches every once in a while at least. This is the theme, and I'll see you later. Credits.